Take 4 very talented, seasoned musicians and put them together with 3 lovely, charming, and talented vocalists who happen to be sisters. And you've got the Cool Club and the Lipker sisters.
If you wanna get hot,
you
got to be cool.
You've got to be cool.
One of the Finger Lakes and Rochester area's favorite musical groups. It's a mix of swing, jazz, and boogie. Retro, maybe, but they're as fresh and contemporary as anybody out there. It's like the Boswell sisters.
If you want your soul set free.
On steroids.
Lift your voice and sing with me.
They're celebrating their 10th year anniversary this month, and we sat down for a fun, informal, and slightly chaotic chat at IRON SMOKE Distillery in Fairport, New York. I should note that 2 of the members were not present, saxophonist Mark Bradley, and also sister Elizabeth Lipker, who was in Romania on a missions trip.
Hi, Lizzie!
Here are Joe, Rick, Dave, Marilla, and Grace, the Cool Club, and the Lipker sisters.
I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Marilla.
Rick.
Grace.
Dave. So 10 years. Take me back 10 years. What were y'all doing? You were probably in diapers, right?
Depends.
You were in Depends? Marilla, how did this whole thing happen?
Well, if we're really chasing it back to the beginning, it's Rick Hoyt had the Cool Club, which was a band, how many years, Rick, before?
I don't know. We more than 10, I think. We were going. It was a band that I started to play my original songs. Got some horn players involved who wanted to throw in some jazz. So we had some original and jazz and swing stuff, and we were playing in Geneva at a place called Geneva Gift and Lounge, and Marilla happened to walk by.
We did. We walked by, and
Were you shopping for gifts or were you lounging?
I was lounging.
Okay, good.
And
the Finger Lakes Gift and Lounge.
at the time, I thought the group did not have a vocalist, which I later learned was false information because Rick is a great singer.
But we did jazz instrumentals, and so...
And I tracked down their information and found out where they were playing next in a basement. And Rick said I could come out and sing a couple tunes, so...
But anyway, Marilla started sitting in with the band, singing some songs, and then she happened to say, well, I've got sisters.
Two more sisters.
More sisters.
And you guys all sang together as a family unit kind of thing?
Yeah, our mom and dad were very musical. Dad was the lead singer in an AC/DC cover band that he toured with for a while. He had his own band, and my mom always did musicals and different singing events. They actually met doing a musical. Yeah, so I say we get it all from them. I can't take any credit for it.
So long story short, the two
planets collided.
Merged, the planets collided.
Improbably kind of clicked.
Yes.
And you continued to play the kind of music you guys were playing.
Yeah, it was interestingly that, what we were playing really kind of meshed with what they'd grown up singing together and what, they wanted to sing. And, they picked up our other repertoire really well. Were willing to sing my original tunes, which was really great.
Very cool.
For the most part. For the most part,
Every
we're
once in a while,
willing.
I come up with one that they reject, but that's okay.
That's okay.
So Rick and Joe, you guys were original band members, right?
Right. Yes.
And David, when did you come along?
About 2019, November 2019.
We've gone through a variety of saxophone players and bass players over the years, but Mark and Dave, I think, are the most solid players.
They're our favorite.
Really.
We try to treat them like royalty so they never leave us.
Seriously, you gotta do that sometimes. A little diva thing going on here. Even bass players. You've come 10 years. You've gained a lot of popularity around Finger Lakes, Rochester area region. Are you starting to branch out a little bit more? I know you just played Johnson City, and you're going to play the Estival Festival.
And we played in Elmira, we played
Utica.
Buffalo.
Yeah. So we've done Syracuse.
We have a Syracuse gig coming up.
And you're having a 10th year anniversary party on Saturday, May 18th. Fairport Brewing Company.
On University Avenue.
On University Avenue. Will there be cake involved?
There may be cake, but there will be a grilled cheese food truck
Oh, yeah,
that we are extremely excited about. Perhaps more excited than cake.
I think we should have donuts, too. I'll bring donuts.
Bring the donuts.
Yeah, I'll bring the donuts. Yep, there'll be t-shirts. Who knows what else?
And you've got one CD that came out, how long ago? It's been a while.
That was, maybe 6-7 years ago.
6 or 7
We
years
did
ago.
it, fairly early on when I wasn't sure how long things were going to last. And I thought, well, let's get a recording
this out
before
quick.
Yeah.
it all falls apart. And
And then we stuck around.
then during the pandemic, we survived that. But during the pandemic, if you remember that, is when we decided, well, we're not having any gigs. Let's start our new CD.
Is it pretty much in the can, so to
It's,
speak?
pretty much in the can, yeah.
Ready to get it pressed and then it'll be out sometime.
Any second.
Any second. Maybe before the end of the show tonight. Who knows?
Maybe.
It could.
You never know.
Dark Side of the Moon was recorded quicker than this thing.
Probably.
Many things were, yeah.
I just can't, you can't why. I just can't keep. You better look before you leave. I can't keep from messing around.
Dave, are you on the new recordings? There you go.
And the cover artist was Dave too.
Yeah.
He's multi-purpose.
We're talking to the Lipker sisters and the Cool Club, and they're playing tonight at Iron Smoke here. What's your favorite place to play?
Ooh, that's a good question.
This is one of them.
I was going to say, for me, it's probably here. I mean, Tommy and Jen have been really good to us from the beginning, and it's been one of the places that we've played at the longest. And it's just always, it's a place you can go, and the sound's going to be amazing, and the crowd's going to be amazing, and it's always a good night.
The only other time we saw you was at Record Archive, which was also a real...
That's another
favorite.
Yeah, another big all-time
Love and
favorite.
Cup,
Here, Love and Cup and Record Archive.
Club 86 in Geneva.
That was kind of a foreign foundation.
How about most memorable show, good or bad?
Perhaps. Oh, good or
Is
bad?
everybody on the same page, maybe?
Probably, but we can't say what the worst was. We
Don't tell us what it was, but what was bad about
One
it?
of them was remember at that country club gig, the bass amp set on fire?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah,
During
that
the
was
show.
the
And it was
bass
very,
amp.
like,
Pyrotechnics gone wrong, or what?
I think the current governor was there, and our bass amp set on fire. And yes, Kathy Hochul was there, and our whole band set on fire.
Almost torpedoed our career right
Yeah.
there.
She was lieutenant governor then.
Yeah, but
For me, one of the best ones is every year we throw a party, speaking of Club 86 in Geneva, we throw our own party for around Valentine's Day and fill up this old nightclub in Geneva and invite everybody. We try to make it affordable and fun and inclusive, and we've been able to fill that place a couple years in a row now, and it's just delightful to see an old nightclub being used for live music and what it was intended for. So that's one of my favorite gigs.
The Record Archive gigs are great. Always, I've been buying records there for a long time, so it's a pleasure to be able to play there.
The Cool Club, the Lipker sisters. Did you guys toss around any other name options in the
We
beginning?
didn't have time.
No, we're very simple.
well, it was
Up here.
wonderful.
The Cool Club was already there, and we were us Lipker sisters.
That's about it. That's
Really?
And here we are.
And we started playing, and then
We just got stuck with it.
I have to try to tell people about you guys. I always start by saying, well, think Andrews sisters, McGuire sisters, Boswell sisters. Yeah. Now, were you guys familiar with that type of music when you started with?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we used to listen to it
That's unusual.
all the time. Yeah. We loved it. Dad loved it. Nat King Cole. All music growing up. We had records of listening to Elton John, Nat King Cole.
so we came in knowing, I think some of the first songs we ever sang with the band was Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Shop a man from down Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, playing reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle.
Fly
Straighten
right.
up and fly right.
Because we listened to him on our grandmother's school 50-year reunion.
Yes, we would.
Don't
we,
sit under the apple tree,
Yeah,
that kind of
we
thing.
would.
We just
we would
listened to that
take.
CD on repeat and just learned all the songs.
Yeah, so we came in. Those are songs that we've been singing for well over 10 years. So if you ask us to sing it and we say no, just leave us alone. Okay.
Go ahead, sing a bar.
No, Lee.
She's forgotten it. Well, thank you guys so much for talking. And don't forget, folks, if you want to check out the Estival Festival in Canada, June 21st through the 23rd. Which day are you guys playing, do you know?
23rd.
The 23rd.
On the Sunday. Okay, the 23rd. And check them out on Facebook, right? That's like the best place to...
Especially if they're scheduled.
Very good. Have a great show tonight. Do you get nervous before shows?
No.
I can tell.
Otherwise, when the drummer isn't there yet.
Except when the drummer's late.
No, then we just get ragey,
No,
not
me?
nervous.
Watching you guys, not particularly the guys, but you three.
Yeah, nobody watches us.
when you're playing the shows, you're up there dancing and having a great time and like not a care in the world.
If you want to call it that, we try. We move around on
You're feeling the music, yeah.
We're feeling it.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys. More music on the way. The Lipker Sisters, The Cool Club.
Thanks, Lee.
Who do you dream about when